What's up everyone, welcome back to Stag Voiceover. My name is Neil Glasgow. In today's video, I'm going to tell you something you might not like hearing. Your expensive equipment really isn't that important. Well, it's certainly not the most important thing. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why the most important thing that you need to get sorted out is this, is your space. Now I've already talked about creating your own sound booth at home. But today I thought it was important to really demonstrate to you why having that space is the most important thing that you can do in VoiceOver. Before your equipment, before your DAW, before everything else, having that isolated space is so critical, and having the right treatment in that space is really critical. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate to you exactly what it sounds like to use expensive equipment in a really poorly treated space. So, let's get into it. So, this is my bathroom. And I'm in here showing you really an extreme example of what it sounds like using expensive equipment in a poorly treated space. So, using a bathroom just as a for instance, bathrooms tend to have lots of hard surfaces. It's a fairly enclosed space and you can hear a lot of echo around me. Now, my mic is picking up every single reflection that goes around the room, creating that echo. So it's not just the generated sound that comes from my voice, but it's every echo that comes from all around the bathroom. Now, I know lots of people who actually try to use their bathrooms when they first start out. It's a mistake that they don't tend to use very often, but they try to use it because it just goes to show you that having a really high quality microphone like mine, I use a Lewitt 540S, which is a mid to high range microphone. It's very sensitive, it's great for voiceover. As you can tell, in comparison to the sound booth, it sounds pretty terrible. Let's try a different room. So here we are. This is a much wider space, and this is just to give you an example of what it sounds like to have a slightly less echoey room, but you can hear. You should be able to pick up the space that's in this room. Now this is less acoustically reflective than the bathroom, but it has again a different quality. It's a sound that even using the best equipment, your clients are not going to engage with. And I'm giving you these lessons, I'm showing you these things because I hear and I see people making these mistakes often, weekly, sometimes daily. They will be recording for clients thinking they sound great because they're using the best equipment that they can get. And actually, this is what it sounds like. Now, stick with me for a moment because I'm going to show you something a little bit odd, but it will illustrate just how a small improvement in acoustic treatment can really help your sound. Yeah, so this is a bit weird. But what I wanted to demonstrate to you is I'm in exactly the same space that I was. What I've essentially done is I've created a pillow fort. I've dampened the sound with just a minor bit of acoustic treatment. And I wanted to demonstrate this to you that you don't have to have the biggest space or the smallest space, you just have to have an acoustically treated space. And in having the blankets or pillow fort, what you're doing is you're cutting down the reverberation. And essentially you want to treat your space as much as you can to eliminate that reverberation. And that's what you'll hear in the sound booth. So let's get back to that, shall we? Well, the pillow fort was interesting, but hopefully that illustrates to you the benefit of the sound treatment. Now, I've talked before, you can get this stuff, it's called Acoustic Treatment Foam. You can get it on Amazon, it's relatively cheap, £30, £40, something along those lines. But that's the sort of thing that you want to start looking at when you decide on the space that you're going to record in. So before you go out and get the expensive microphones and all the big equipment, figure your space out, because that ultimately is going to be the most important thing for your voiceover. You have to make sure that the sound coming out your mouth is the only thing going in, that single signal really that's coming out of your mouth. The ambient sounds that you sometimes get if you've got a laptop or a fan in your booth, that can get picked up. And I've known audio engineers, really fastidious audio engineers, that will pick that up and will not want to use my work because they can hear that. And that's a mistake that's really painful to have to deal with, particularly when you might have tried really hard to get the right space, to create the right atmosphere. So save yourself a lot of heartache in the long run and make sure that the space that you record in is the quietest space that you can possibly make. I hope this video has been helpful. I always try and give you the best information I possibly can to make your sound better and so that you don't make some of the early mistakes that a lot of people in voiceover do make. If you've liked this video, hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I'd really love to start a conversation with you, and we can make a video dedicated to any particular question that you're looking for. Remember, you can absolutely be a voiceover artist. I'll see you in the next video.